Howdy people. Weekly update time. So we got the sandrail here, obviously. We got it torn down. We got all the shocks off for the shock man, aka camera guy, to go through, rebuild those suckers, get them freshened up, rack and pinions in. Got a few things we have to address on that. We got all the suspension torn down that needs to come off. So that's good. And then it'd be a matter of aluminum paneling, stuff like that. The headers are at Cerakote. We'll get those back any day right now. So this is a sandrail fabricator's car. They're still in business and they still produce parts. They just do not answer their phones. So I've been trying to get a hold of them for 2 weeks now. A lot of people have been trying to get a hold of them for 2 weeks now because we need a new set of lower arms. I prefer not to have to make a set of arms when they should be sitting on a shelf, but maybe one day they'll actually call me back or message me back or something. I've left them 3,600 voicemails. Call me back. Once I do that, then we can get going a lot more on this thing. But otherwise, it's going pretty smooth. And then the Chevy's still here. We're just trying to locate buyers for all the parts on it. Once we do that, then obviously we'll start tearing it down, but I'm not going to do much to it until I've got most of the parts sold for the owner. And then this thing can go bye-bye. I don't know where it's going to go, but it's going to go somewhere. We got some 3.0 bypasses here. These are for Gary's Ranger. You'll see in a second, but since we're doing the brake lines and stuff, he came up with some more things that he was wanting to do. So we're going to do a few more things, which we'll go talk about now. So super happy with his McQueen fiberglass in the rear. As always, Miss McQueen. It's the best stuff there is. So with that being said, he decided he wants to take off the small bypasses, put the 3.0 bypasses on. How his shock tower / engine brace that goes over here is kind of big and a little eh. And the goofy part about it is the coilover and the bypass are actually mounted on the brace, which is kind of weird. So, you know, if you wanted to ever pull the engine, you have to pull all the shocks off and everything. So it's kind of a pain. So we're going to ditch this brace. We're going to make a bracket that comes off of the existing tubes here, picks up the bypass and the coilover. And then he mentioned before that he had a hard time getting his air cleaner out because it was under this brace. So we're going to make a fabricated mount that kind of 45's over, comes back, 45's back up, and kind of use around basically so he can get this air cleaner out and it's a little bit more accessible. We'll also make that where it unbolts and bolts in pretty easy because it should. So we're going to do that, but he has on order, we got McQueen front fenders and a hood, which I'm really excited about. So he's going to have a really fresh set of fiberglass all around the truck, and it's going to look super good. But Gary requested that we did add one thing to the back, and I like it. It looks really, really good. We're not 100% done yet. We're still fitting and finishing, but you can get the general idea. He said he wanted some fenders here that kind of came from the bed sides over to the rear cage tubes just to kind of fill in the gap, and I was all for it, and they came out really, really nice. So as you can see, it's just got a little bit of bead roll there. We just fastened this down. We still got to trim up this side and get it fitting and then bolt this side down. Otherwise, the rest of it's fastened up. Really happy with that. Once we get that done, we weld on the reservoir mounts onto the cage and mount the coilover reservoir mounts. Then the back is pretty much done. We're just about buttoned up on all new brakes. We did front brakes, rear brakes, all new lines, everything on them. So we're really close with that and just do the things that he wanted on the front and he'll be ready to rock. So that's what we got for the weekly update. Hopefully we can get some more big stuff coming in. Hopefully the things that I have coming that I haven't told you about coming will be here soon so you guys can see that because I'm excited and I really want it here. So keep an eye out. See you guys next week.